Hey YouTube, it's DeVega the Druid here with my first YouTube video, and it's going to be on GnomeSequencer, the macro sequencing add-on. I'll show you real quickly what it does, but basically it gives you the ability to do the old priority style macros that you used to have before the patch, useful with WoW's lazy macros and such. So basically here you'll have one button here, and you just put it in here, and it cycles through all your skills. You'll see it flashing through. Cycles through all your skills and does the rotation that you put inside the macro. So let's go set this up real quick here. So basically, you want to open up your browser, go to wowinterface.com, type in GnomeSequencer, and download the bottom one here, just the normal GnomeSequencer. Download it and take it to your add-ons folder. So I already have mine open here. This is what it will look like once you have it in your add-ons folder. You have 3 files. The important one here is the example sequences.lua. You want to go and copy that. Just name it like just .backup or whatever. And then you're going to want to change the regular one to sequences.lwa, and then open it up with Notepad. I would recommend not using anything but Notepad so you can keep formatting and everything the same. So a few important things to note here. This file, you have to make sure that this is always at the top of this file and you do not modify it at all, or else it will break the add-on. I would recommend reading through this whole file. It gives you the couple rules that it has and shows you basics of how to use the add-on. Formatting is very important. Just want to note on that, if your tabs or commas or brackets are off or missing at all, none of your sequences will work. None of your macros will work. So I recommend, if you're not writing your own macros, you're copying them from like WoW Lazy macros, copy them exactly the way that they're posted. If you log into the game and your macro is not working, that means there's something wrong with this sequences file. So something to go on with real quick. I don't bother with the step sequences here. As it says here, do not define it unless you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so we're going to skip that. So the basics of when you're setting up a macro is you have a pre-macro. This is for things like your start attack or target enemy, basically things that you want to run before you actually execute all your skills. Then you have your post macro, which is things like the clear UE errors and stuff like that, anything after you finish going through all your skills. And then you have your meat and potatoes, which is the macro. It goes in between there. So I'll show you an example of what that looks like with the Guardian Druid macro here that I got from WoW Lazy Macros, courtesy of Smokins. Basically, you have to give it a name up here. This name cannot have any spaces, and it has to be less than 16 characters long. So the pre-macro here, do target enemy and cast my wild charge, and then it goes through all these abilities. If you don't have them, it'll just skip over it. If it's on cooldown, it skips over it, goes to the next ability, and it'll just continue cycling through. And as your abilities become available off cooldown, it will cast it. So another important thing to note, this is not a great add-on for casters. This is mainly for melee that don't have any abilities with cast times. Very important, like everything has to be instant cast if you want it to work flawlessly. So have it do all my all my meat and potatoes macro stuff, and then post macro have it use my trinkets, cast berserking, and then clear my errors, because you will get a lot of errors when you're just holding the button down or continuously pressing it. So those are all my macros there. Once you have all your sequences in, make sure that the formatting, like I said, is perfect, copied, and there's at least one line break in between each of your sequences. Just save the file and then load up World of Warcraft. Once you're in World of Warcraft, what you're going to do is open your macros. And it's real simple. You want to take whatever the name of the macro that you put in your sequences here, you want to put that in, create a new empty macro, put the name up there, hit OK, save, that's it. Drag it to your bar, bear form here, drag it to your bar, then you're done. You can start casting the macro away. This is very useful if you have a gaming mouse. I have the Razer Naga, where I can basically tell it on my 5 button on my mouse, I can tell it to, when I hold it in, to just continuously hit the 5 button on my keyboard, which corresponds to this. And I have like a 0.15 second delay to account for the global cooldown, and just cycle through everything, and I can just hold it down. I don't have to press any other key. This is sufficient for my tanking. For DPS, like I said, if you have a melee class, very easy. Just throw up Netflix and just quest, go. So that's it for this video. Feel free, if you have any questions, to ask them. I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. And like this video if it helped you. Thanks, and see ya.